This is unbelievable. What's happening on YouTube right now is wild. A completely new channel has already blown past 400,000 subscribers, and it happened incredibly fast. So what is this channel doing that makes people hit subscribe immediately? They've achieved this with only 52 videos, which is a subscriber-to-video ratio most creators could only ever dream of. The real strength of Captain Workout is how they make fitness content simple, clear, and easy for anyone to follow. But the smartest part of their strategy is this. Instead of standing in front of a camera like most fitness influencers, they use a unique animated character style that feels like a mix between Alien X from Ben 10 and a modern fitness trainer. And if you think this idea came from nowhere, here's something surprising. Captain Workout actually took inspiration from another animated channel called Yellow Dude Grav Gear, which has already grown to over 1 million subscribers using highly edited animated videos created in programs like Premiere Pro and After Effects. The problem is, those tools are very difficult for beginners to use. Captain Workout solved that by recreating the idea in a much simpler way, using easy animations that you can actually build inside CapCut. But here's the catch. If you skip even one small step, you won't be able to recreate these videos properly. So stay focused and feel free to rewatch this video as many times as needed, because today I'm going to walk you through this niche step by step in the simplest way possible. And the crazy part? These creators are not even filming in gyms or showing their faces, and artificial intelligence is doing most of the work. But wait, right now, almost every fitness animation channel you see is built for men. But there is a massive, invisible opportunity hiding in plain sight. A female-focused fitness animation niche that almost nobody is serving. Women don't just watch fitness content. They emotionally connect with it, trust it, and take action on it. That makes this audience one of the highest converting and most profitable audiences online, especially when combined with clean, story-driven animation and a safe, aesthetic visual style. That's exactly why I created a complete, step-by-step course that shows you how to build a professional female fitness animation channel from scratch and turn it into a real, monetized business using AI, even if you're a beginner. You'll find the full course and all the resources waiting for you in the description. Now, the real secret is not the workouts or the camera. It is how the message is packaged through strong titles, simple thumbnails, clear animation, and engaging storytelling. This style gets massive attention because people will always want to look better and feel stronger. Right now, Faceless AI-powered channels are getting millions of views and real income using simple free tools. The real key is to start with the title and thumbnail first, then build the script and visuals around what makes people click. This is how winning channels grow fast. Now, because once you learn to package your content properly, the algorithm finally starts working for you, not against you. The link to the complete Notion file is in the description box. Inside, you will find all the commands and prompts used in this video, completely free of charge. Next, copy and paste the title prompt into ChatGPT. Then go to our competitors' channels and copy their video titles. Paste it into ChatGPT, then hit enter. Pick which title you'll be using. For this example, I'll be going with this. Now that the title's locked, the next step is the thumbnail. Before anything else, we need to think about branding. One of the easiest ways to build a memorable Faceless channel is by choosing a signature color for your character. It could be any color, yellow, green, blue, whatever, because any color can work as long as you use it consistently. For my channel, I chose red as the main brand color. Over time, that single color becomes your visual identity, something viewers recognize instantly in the feed. Now that you've chosen your color, it's time to generate your character. Just copy the prompt from the Notion document, upload the reference image included there into Whisk, paste the prompt, select your preferred brand color for the suit, and hit generate. The reference image helps the AI lock in the same body style and proportions, so your character looks clean, consistent, and professional every time. In just a few seconds, you'll have a fully branded Faceless superhero character ready to use across your channel. Download your character. And now we're ready for the fun part. Building your YouTube thumbnail. Creating the thumbnail before you even have any visuals might feel a little backwards, but that's exactly the point. Here's how I approach thumbnails. First, I look at the best performing ones in this niche, like Yellow Dude and Captain Workout. Not to copy them, but to understand why they work so well. The contrast, the clean layout, the emotion, and how clearly they communicate the promise of the video at a glance. Once I've chosen the video title, I pick a thumbnail concept that perfectly supports it, then plan the scene before generating anything. That means I already know the pose, mood, and story the character needs to communicate, long before I start creating visuals. And since you're just getting started, you don't need a professional designer yet. You can lean on AI to create your thumbnails for now. It's fast, free, and honestly, the results can look surprisingly professional. So here's the workflow you can follow. First, you'll want to generate a professional thumbnail prompt. Start by opening your Notion document and copying the thumbnail prompt request. Then go to ChatGPT, paste it in, and replace the placeholder text with your chosen video title. After that, click the plus icon, upload your character image, and hit enter. ChatGPT will now create a customized, high-converting thumbnail prompt based on your title and your channel's visual identity. Once you have that prompt, simply copy it and head over to Whisk. Paste the prompt there, upload your character image again. Make sure the canvas is set to a horizontal YouTube thumbnail format and click Generate. In less than a second, you'll get an amazing result, often multiple high-quality options. Just pick the one you like most and hit download. That's it. You've created a professional thumbnail using nothing but AI tools, no designer, no paid software. Just a super simple workflow that works. Now let's move on to the script writing step. This is where things really start to come together. At this point, you already have your video title and your thumbnail ready. So instead of writing the script blindly, you're actually building it around the promise your thumbnail is making. That way, everything stays aligned from the very first second of the video. Here's exactly what you do. You go into your Notion workspace, copy the script writing prompt you've prepared, then head over to ChatGPT. Paste the prompt in, and before you hit enter, make sure you also add your final video title and upload your thumbnail. This helps ChatGPT fully understand the concept, the angle, and the psychology behind the thumbnail, instead of just guessing. Once you hit enter, ChatGPT will generate a clean, structured YouTube script that fits perfectly with this niche: energetic, motivational, and visually driven. The hook, pacing, and storytelling all match the promise from your thumbnail. But before moving on to the next step, don't forget this part. Ask ChatGPT to also generate visual cues for the script, short descriptions of what should be happening on screen during each line of narration. Just use the visual cue prompt that I'm using. It's already saved in your Notion file. You're going to need those cues in the next step when you start building your video. From there, you just tweak the wording slightly to match your voice. But honestly, most of the time it already feels 90% ready. And the best part? You don't need to be a professional writer. You simply give the AI the strategy, and it turns that into a polished, ready-to-use script for you. Simple, fast, and insanely effective. Now let's move on to the voiceover. We'll start simple. You can actually do this completely free. I'm using ElevenLabs, and the great thing is that their free plan is already more than enough to get started. You'll find the link in the description. If you ever upgrade later, ElevenLabs also has one of the cheapest professional plans compared to other tools. And honestly, the voice quality feels super natural and motivational, which is exactly what we want for a fitness channel. Of course, there are alternatives. Paid tools like Play.ht and Well Said Labs are great, and there are also free options like TTS Maker or Google-based tools. But I still recommend starting with ElevenLabs. It gives you the best balance of realism, control, and price. So just paste your script, choose a confident-sounding voice, hit generate, preview it, and once you're happy, download it. And remember, we're keeping things simple and free for now. Now that we have our script and our voiceover ready, the next step is creating the visuals for each section of the video. And don't worry, we're still keeping everything simple and free. For this part, I'm using Whisk, which is a free AI image generator. Earlier, we asked ChatGPT to create visual cues using the professional prompt for visual cues from the Notion file. Basically, those cues describe what each scene should look like. So now we're going to turn those descriptions into real images. Here's exactly what you do. First, open Whisk and go to the image generator. Then take the visual cue for the first section of your script, just one at a time, and paste it into Whisk. After that, upload your fitness character image as a reference so the AI keeps the same style and proportions across every scene. Make sure the canvas is landscape, YouTube style, then hit generate. In a few seconds, Whisk will give you clean, professional visuals that match the script perfectly. Download the image. Name it something simple like Scene 1. Then repeat the same process for Scene 2, Scene 3, and so on, using the visual cues ChatGPT prepared for you. You're basically building your video visually piece by piece. And the best part? You're doing it without animators, designers, or complicated software. Just AI and strategy. Now that we've created the character, the title, the thumbnail, the script, the visual cues, and the voiceover. It's finally time to turn everything into a real animated fitness video. So open up CapCut. I'm using the desktop version because it gives you more control and feels closer to a real editing studio. But the mobile app works too. Step 1. Build the foundation of your timeline. First thing you want to do is create a new project and drop your voiceover file into the timeline. This voiceover is now your backbone. Everything else will sync to it. Zoom in on the timeline a little so you can see the waveforms clearly. This makes timing each scene super easy. Now import your visual cue images, the ones we generated earlier using AI. These will become your animation scenes. Drag each image into the timeline and place it exactly where that part of the script is being spoken. Think of it like this. Voice means story. Images are visuals that support the story. You want every image to feel intentional. Step 2. Add simple movement, so it doesn't feel static. Even though your images are still, we don't want the video to feel like a slideshow. So here's the trick. Use Ken Burns' style motion. Click on an image. Go to animation. Choose combo or in and out subtle movements. For example, slow zoom in when explaining something important, slow zoom out for transitions, and gentle pan to create depth. Keep it smooth. Fitness content should feel calm, confident, and premium, not chaotic. Step 3. Clean, modern transitions. Next, between each visual cue, add transitions. But here's the rule. No flashy rainbow transitions, no spinning 3D flips, and no cartoon wipes. We want clean and professional. Use fade, swipe, and dissolve. Duration around 10 to 15 frames. Short enough to keep pace. Smooth enough to feel premium. Step 4. Clean, bold on-screen text. Now we add text overlays, but only when it matters. Think keywords, punchlines, and takeaways. Use short lines like, train smarter, not sit UPS. Core stability, crunches. Keep fonts bold, sans serif, and easy to read. Avoid clutter. White space is your friend. Step 5. Match your brand color. Remember your chosen color? Use it everywhere. Text accents, highlights, shapes behind text, and small UI elements. This creates visual consistency. And as we said before, consistency means brand. Over time, viewers recognize you instantly. Step 6. Background music. Now add soft background music. Pick something motivational, upbeat, but not distracting. Lower volume to around -25 to -30 dB, so it supports, not competes, with your voice. And always make sure the track is copyright safe. Step 7. Keep everything minimal and clean. This niche works because it's simple, bold, and emotion-driven. Avoid clutter, over-editing, messy colors. Every frame should feel intentional. Step 8. Export settings. Finally, export. 4K if possible, or 1080p minimum, 24 or 30 frames per second, and high bitrate. Your goal is crisp, clean visuals, especially since your character is bold and graphic. Closing thought. As a YouTuber, and honestly, this is the craziest part. You didn't draw anything. You didn't hire a designer. You didn't build an animation studio. You just execute. That's the new creator economy. If you stay consistent, your channel becomes a brand, your audience becomes loyal, and your content compounds over time. Alright, let me be brutally honest with you for a second. If you've reached this point in the video, you already know enough to start your own Faceless channel. You already know the tools. You already know the process. So why are you still just watching? Because while you're here scrolling, binge-watching tutorials, and thinking about starting someday, there are people out there creating simple animated videos just like this. And they are making $5,000, $10,000, even $30,000 per month. Not because they're smarter, not because they're more talented, but because they stopped watching and started doing. Meanwhile, every day you hesitate, every week you plan, every month you say soon. Someone else uploads the video that you could have created, and they get the views, they get the subscribers, they get the money, and you stay exactly where you are. So let me ask you, are you a consumer or are you a creator? Because consumers watch success, creators build success, and you don't need a studio. You don't need expensive gear. You don't even need to show your face. All you need is the courage to start today. Upload your first video, learn, improve, repeat, and watch what happens. This niche is real. The money is real. The opportunity is now. So stop procrastinating. Stop doubting yourself, and stop wasting your potential. Because the only difference between you and the channels making thousands per month is action. Thank you for watching. Now close this video and go build your channel. I'll be waiting for you on the winner's side of YouTube.